So welcome. My name is Tatiana Shutova, and today I will tell you about the upcoming conference, Connect 2.0, and the pre-conference competition for the teachers that we organize. We means UNESCO IIT, UNESCO Institute for Information Technologies and Education, and together with Huashi Education Group and Europass Teacher Academy, this upcoming online conference has become possible. Connect stands for Combined Online Innovation Networking for Education Catered by Technologies, and it will take place online on December 12 to 13. And the focus of the conference will be skills development in school children with the help of ICT and artificial intelligence when teaching various subjects. As you can see, the conference will last for 2 days. The first day is supposed to be open for teachers from all over the world. And the second day, which is December 13, is going to be focused on countries of Shanghai Cooperation Organization only. And again, the countries of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization are lucky in the sense that for the teachers who work in these 9 countries, namely China, India, Iran, Pakistan, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Russia, Pakistan, I suppose I haven't mentioned. So for the teachers of these countries, we hold a pre-conference competition, which is actually happening at the moment. It lasts from the 30th of October till the 19th of November. And basically, this webinar is going to be dedicated to what is expected from the teachers, how you're supposed to do it, and it is also dedicated to answering any questions that you may have. So for the competition, what we expect is that you're supposed to send a video. And if you look at this wonderful scheme, so your video should encompass the following aspects. It should feature you, or perhaps your colleague, teaching a school subject, English, mathematics, physics, any school subject. The teacher should demonstrate how they are using in the course of the lesson information and communication technologies or artificial intelligence, and it should be involved in the process of teaching and learning. So both the teacher and the students are supposed to be using it. And your video should also demonstrate how the ICT that is being used also, and the assignments, of course, that you give, also develops certain skills in your students, while again teaching that same school subject. And for this conference, we have chosen 4 sets of skills that we hope your videos will be dedicated to. So the skills are an ecological mindset, so teaching children to appreciate green society, to be more green, and preparing children for a more sustainable future. The second set of skills is respect for equality in its diverse manifestations. Equality in terms of gender, in terms of inclusion, in terms of access to information, and any other types of access that you can think of. The third type of skill or set of skills is skills for digital economy, including but not limited to financial well-being and prosperity. Teaching children or young adults, teenagers, to operate in the world of finance using digital tools. And the last but not least set of skills is leadership skills. I suppose no more comment is necessary here. And since we are focusing on these 4 sets of skills, there are going to be 4 nominations where the teachers and their videos are going to compete. So the first nomination is Digital Teaching and Learning to Advance Green Society. The second one, Skills to Ensure Equality and Better Inclusion in Education. The third one, Facilitating Digital Economy Skills Development in School Children. And finally, the fourth nomination is the role of ICT in developing leadership skills. So as you can see, the nominations exactly correspond to the skills that we expect you're going to show us how you're developing. The competition will be judged by a jury consisting of representatives of Huaxi Education Group, of UNESCO IIT, and Europass Teacher Academy. For sure, there might be other organizations joining us in that wonderful task. And the award ceremony will take place during the second day of the conference. That is, I will repeat, the 13th of December. And speaking of the award ceremony, to encourage you to participate, here is some information about the prizes. So the main prize is a week-long study trip to Malta. It is courtesy of Europass Teacher Academy, and it is going to be completely free for the winners. That is, the course is going to be completely free, as well as tickets to Malta. And this trip will take place in the beginning of the next year. The exact dates will be known later, but of course they will be communicated to the winners. Anyway, it should be February or more likely March 2024. Then the prizes also include prizes from our sponsor, Huaxi Education Group. And they are, for example, access to their platform, to their educational platform. And what is important, all participants will get certificates of participation in the competition, and they will be signed by UNESCO IIT and Huaxi Education Group. Here you can see the course that will be provided as the main prize to the winners. All in all, there will be 4 winners. That is 1 winner for each of the nominations. Now I'd like to briefly tell you about the timeline of the competition. As I've already mentioned, it's already happening. The competition started on the 30th of October. And right now we are having this webinar. Today is the 7th of November. What will happen next is you are expected to send your videos to the email address, to my email address, which I will communicate later, by November 19, including November 19. And in your email, you should not only attach the video or the link to the video, but please also indicate the nomination where you are going to compete. One video should correspond to 1 nomination. But of course, the school is not limited in any way. So if your school is prolific enough and is proud and is willing to share the expertise, then of course you're welcome to participate in all the 4 nominations. But that means that these should be 4 different videos, focusing on different sets of skills. The jury will select the best videos by the 30th of November this year. And of course, the winners will be contacted. This slide is dedicated to the requirements for the videos, technical and otherwise. Well, I will not read the technical requirements. I guess you can see them yourselves, but I will briefly comment on the length of the videos. 5 to 10 minutes. Please, please, please do not make them longer. And the videos must necessarily include, in no particular order, some information about the school, the country where your school is in and the type of school, perhaps what your main, I don't know, focus in teaching is, some very brief introduction. Then the brief description of the project about ICT in education. Well, perhaps project is a very, I don't know, loud word for that, but perhaps it is some initiative that you as a teacher are taking, or perhaps it is a set of, I don't know, tasks that you use, that you give to your pupils, to your students when teaching certain topic in your subject. And one important thing is also that it is not only for schools, but also for this competition is also for teachers of vocational institutions, that is for colleges. The videos must also include the at least preliminary results of the project, of the activities that you're conducting, and how the activities that you conduct have enhanced learning. That is, perhaps you can demonstrate, well, not perhaps, you are supposed to demonstrate how your students have learned something, are better at something, or perhaps they pay more attention to I don't know, let's say disabled children in their classroom, for instance. And the description of the project's impact, and impact is understood as something bigger than the immediate result. Perhaps there are other schools that are willing to take up your experience, or perhaps there are teachers, your colleagues, who you have told about your, let's say, experiment, and they have decided to try this on as well, and many other multiple impacts. Perhaps there was a school fair organized based on something, and so on and so forth. I'm pretty sure that the impacts can be of very big diverse types, of a big amount of types. Let me proceed, and this is going to be almost the final part. So each video is going to be judged against a certain set of criteria, namely creativity, innovation, depth of research, and overall impression. Apologies for the colors. So creativity, I suppose you can read the what exactly indicates each mark, but creativity is supposed, of course, to be demonstrated when teaching, when delivering knowledge, when providing tasks to the students, and so on. Innovation, and of course, it is important not just to know that a certain skill has to be developed in children. Well, this is not new, but what it means, what this criterion means, is that teachers are supposed to show how they have approached the development of this skill in a new way, using, of course, ICTs and or artificial intelligence. Depth of research. So in order to win, the teacher in the video is supposed to demonstrate how they have researched the state of art developing this particular skill development, what is already happening across the world, or maybe across the country, perhaps in the neighboring schools, and to use this information to develop their own approach and to provide background to their own research, which they are also supposed to demonstrate in the video. And finally, the overall impression. Well, I suppose it is understandable, but it never hurts to repeat it again, that every presentation should be logical, it should be structured, and it should be understood what it is dedicated to and what the outcomes are. This is all concerning the pre-conference competition and the criteria. Before we move on to the questions that you possibly have, there is one more thing that I would like to tell you, that also on the second day of that conference, which is again December the 13th, dedicated to the countries of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, there are also going to be 3 roundtable discussions. So 3 roundtables. First one about digital and online educational environment, and specifically about the challenges of digital and online educational environment. The second roundtable will be devoted to the ways of how to improve the knowledge about specialized software among teachers and learners being school children, being college students, being perhaps wider groups of learners. So how do we let teachers know about specialized software? And the third roundtable, missed opportunities, how to more fully use the educational potential of everyday digital environments. That is the mobile phones and many other opportunities that we and our children and school children as well see every day and basically every moment of our modern lives. So if you are someone who would like to to participate as a speaker in the roundtable, or perhaps you know someone who would like to be that person, then please send an email to my email address, which is here, t.shutova@unesco.org, by mid-November, where you can indicate the specific roundtable topic you would like to discuss in depth. That same email address should also be used for sending in the videos for the competition. And this is it